Hello, I am Dhvani Trivedi, a college student. In this video, I am going to talk about World War I, which is also known as the Great War, and what were the reasons, causes, and effects of it. The war began in 1914 after the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria. His murder catapulted into a war across Europe that lasted until 1918, and this murder is also considered as the major spark in starting of the World War. During the conflict, Germany, Austria, Hungary, Bulgaria, and the Ottoman Empire, now known as Turkey, the Central Powers, fought against the Great Britain, France, Russia, Italy, Romania, Japan, and the United States, the Allied Powers. The main reasons behind the war were militarism, alliance system, imperialism, and nationalism. Militarism. The late 19th century was an era of military competition, particularly between the major European powers. The policy of building a stronger military was judged relative to neighbors, creating a culture of paranoia that heightened the search for alliances. It was fed by the cultural belief that war is good for nations. Alliance system. Years leading up to the war, the nations of Europe were constantly jockeying for power and making alliances. Germany made an alliance with Austria Hungary and Italy in 1881. These countries all agreed to protect each other in the event they were attacked by France. However, Italy then went and made a secret alliance with France, saying they would not aid Germany. In response to Germany's alliances, France and Russia established an alliance in 1892. In 1904, Britain and France signed an agreement. The Triple Entente was formed between France, Britain, and Russia in 1907. Germany felt that this powerful alliance surrounding them posed a real threat to their existence and power in the region. Imperialism. Imperialism is when a country expands its influence and power into a large empire. European countries such as France and Britain had created large world empires and had become very rich. Other European countries such as Russia and Germany wanted to create their own vast empires. This caused competition and conflict between many of the countries throughout the world. Nationalism. Nationalism was also a new and powerful source of tension in Europe. It was tied to militarism and clashed with the interests of the imperial powers of Europe. Nationalism created new areas of interest over which nations could compete. In 1917, Russian Revolution took place and Treaty of Versailles happened, which is also considered as the official end of World War I. Now, we will look into some of the major effects of war. The guilt of war was held on Germany. Germany paid heavy reparations, and restriction on Germany's military and territorial development was applied. Central and Europe's borders were restructured, and many new countries were formed, like Yugoslavia, Finland, Poland, etc. Let's see the aftermath. One third population of the world at that time died or lost their livelihood. Some serious diseases like Spanish flu, influenza were spreading rapidly, and in 1918 Britain, more than 50% increase in women's working status was observed. Also, many countries fell in debt, but at the same time US flourished because it supplied weapons to both the armies and saw a boom period. And then after League of Nations was formed to avoid war-like situations in future, but it proved to be a failure. As we can see, within the time span of 20 years of its inception, World War II happened. So, this was a short video to know about World War I. Thank you.